taking what's not meant to be mine far and wide, until the ground swallows up all I am. No, I won't give up. I know I'll find. We'll be dancing all night. My hands around your waist. I cannot wait till we're dancing all night. I just wanna hold you close. Never let you go, never let you go. I've been waiting for a long, long time, but nothing comes to those. Nothing comes, I know you're out there. I will find you. I know I'll find. We'll be dancing all night. My hands around your waist. I cannot wait till we're dancing all night. I just wanna hold you close. Never let you go, never let you go.
All right, I think it's about that time. Running a little bit behind here, but hey, what does it matter? Let's have some fun. Music. And then camera. Woo! I made it happen.
Distance nerding.
What up? What is cracking, everybody? Cracking is not a... I don't know. Do we still say that in 2022? What's cracking? Maybe. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now watching The Bill on Distance Nerding. How is everybody doing tonight? I hope everybody's doing great. Because at this point, I'm talking to myself. We don't still say that. Okay, thank you, James, for making me feel that much older. But yeah, it is time to jump into this. So let's go ahead and bring in my my conscience, my course corrector. I guess she's my navigator at this point, right? We all know her. We all love her, and without her, things would get a little strange. So let's bring her in here, ladies and gentlemen. It's Phoenix. Buenos noches. Hello, Phoenix. How's it going?
Pretty good. How about yourself? a little.
Hey,
I'm getting my voice back. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you sound like somebody punched you in the throat.
It feels like it right now.
Okay. And now before we jump into what's up?
I agree. By the way, James, the fennec to his boba. I completely agree.
The fennec to my boba. There we go. All right. Before we jump into bringing in our guest, which I'm very excited for because it's a gentleman we've known for a long while at this point. I gotta shout out the sponsors, right? Got to shout out the people who keep us running here. Now, number one, guys, our stream comes to you. This entire channel, Distance Nerding, comes to you powered by Poddex. Me and my timing, right? By Poddex, and obviously I have my script sitting in front of me because my phone is in front of me right now. So Poddex is a unique interview question and episode starting prompts in the palm of your hand. So whether you are a new podcaster or an existing broadcaster looking to grow your audience or get more engagement, you're gonna want to go and check out Poddex. Guys, go to www.poddex.com, and whatever it is you want to purchase, whether it's a deck or you do a subscription service or anything like that, you're going to want to put in the code NERDING10. That is NERDING10. I don't know why I paused right there, but Nerding10 to get 10% off of your purchases on Poddex. Now, guys, there's also all kinds of different cool stuff that are on Poddex, like the merch that they have. If you're a podcaster, if anybody that's watching is a podcaster, there is a shirt that is like the Supreme style that says podcaster on it. I have that shirt. It's actually pretty awesome.
I want one.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. He has all kinds of like different like podcasting merch and stuff. So I mean, there's pretty cool stuff there. Now, number two, and it's not like the least of all because this is one that I pretty much run on all the time. If the channel and the stream is brought to you by Poddex, then your boy, Young Phil, is powered by DUBBY. Just had to change the bottom there. DUBBY is an emerging brand of energy drinks created to help focus, concentration, reaction time with no jitters or crash. DUBBY contains no maltodextrins, no sugar, no fillers, no artificial colors or dyes. right here. This is my drink of the night, ladies and gentlemen. The beautiful Galaxy Grenade. It is delicious and nutritious. It does not taste just like chicken, but I mean, it is. It tastes.
Is it
tastes like
nutritious?
it is nutritious.
Ooh,
It is.
tastes good and it's nutritious. Wow.
I mean, that's the whole point in DUBBY is that it gives you nutrients, good nutrients. Now, I don't have my shaker bottle. I don't know where I put it. So I'm just going to go straight into Emmett's head here.
Emmett deserves it.
Yeah. Well, Emmett's got an empty head right now. And of course, I'm always here with my boy Emmett. And Emmett has some Soda Stream here.
You have a Soda Stream. Why am I not surprised?
How do you think I get the soda water that I put in this drink every week? Do you think I was actually buying soda like that?
You know, and you never knew.
That is way too expensive. that is just not a good idea. Whatever. I'm gonna use this mixer fork here. Now, the last but not least, and this is like the big one of all of them here. So big that they have their own video. This episode and corresponding episodes for the next couple of weeks is brought to you by Capitola Collecticon. So here we go. Let's do this little video here. Well, it's not little. It's pretty epic actually. But here we go.
Make plans now for this year's Capitola Collecticon, March 4th through 6th. Star Wars Sunday at Capitola Collecticon happening March 6th. Come meet the original Mandalorian and Boba Fett cast members. For general admission or VIP passes, visit CapitolaCollecticon.com.
I'm going to run that back.
Okay.
Am I back? Am I back?
Yeah,
I think I know what the problem is here.
You're
I see what happened.
Yeah.
I know what's going on. I was wondering why my computer was like running really slow right now.
Mm-hmm.
OBS was still running. So OBS was definitely pulling all the data from my computer just right now. I also wasn't hardwired. Hold on. Give me 1 second here.
Sorry about that for the delay, guys. He streams right before the show, and sometimes these things happen. I guess he was running StreamYard and OBS before. Oh, there we go. I'm all alone now. We can't see you backstage just yet. Oh, hopefully he's coming back.
Completely and utter not a professional. That's my motto here. Is I am not a professional. I am not good at my job. There we go. No, so I hopefully I fixed these issues. I'm gonna run that video back one more time here.
We got the whole thing.
That's better. Wait a minute. That's not what I was trying to do. I was trying to do this.
Make plans now for this year's Capitola Collecticon, March 4th through 6th. Star Wars Sunday at Capitola Collecticon happening March 6th. Come meet the original Mandalorian and Boba Fett cast members. For general admission or VIP passes, visit CapitolaCollecticon.com.
Oh God, that was night and day. All right, everything is working. All right, so now that all the sponsors are out of the way here, guys, I am very excited to bring on this guest. We met him. When I want to say we met Steve at Stockton Con a couple years ago, but then reintroduced at KyberCon. And just it's been great. Guys, we're bringing on a genius. I don't think I have any other words that can describe who Steve is. Guys, let's bring him on here. Ladies and gentlemen, the incomparable genius, the creator of droids. It is Steve Mead.
By the way, the chat wants to know where your lighting is, Phil.
My lighting is right in front of me, but I am a little bit pushed back a little bit. And if I bring the camera too much closer to me, it's gonna be like too in. So I mean, once I get the build started here, we'll be fine.
We're gonna work on that 3-point lighting later. Welcome, Steve.
Hey.
Costs money, and I'm poor.
You're the sound guy, and I'm the video woman. Let's see. Moving on. Other than some of our sound and
I'm enjoying what's going on as it is.
It makes us look human, right? It's like, oh yeah, they're not perfect.
No.
Like Phil messes up a lot.
The funny thing is you guys wanted me on early to sound test and everything, and then we still get a snafu.
Oh yeah,
I know, right? Yeah. This is why I do what I try to do the sound test, because I want the guests to look good, so that when we screw up, you look better than us.
Exactly. If I look like an idiot, then you look amazing.
Uh-huh.
How you doing?
Doing good. Getting really busy really quickly.
Really? So
yeah.
Getting ready for the con?
We've been doing some sort of toy con or toy show every weekend.
Oh, nice.
And then we have the big one here in Capitola coming up. And we have a huge display we're putting up. It's going to be a photo booth. It's going to be, I'm going to have like 7 droids there. There's going to be several handlers for the droids. So we're all going to be running around the convention, just crazy, raising havoc.
They're little celebrities, your robotic children.
They are actually on display in the windows of Rob's store, the CBD for wellness. And uh-oh.
2 for 1. What's up, everybody?
Rob!
Oh,
Hi,
yeah. What's up?
How are you guys?
Oh, we're good, man. We're I think 10 times more excited because now we not only have Steve, but we got you.
Yep.
Yes.
So I got some fans that are coming in. Let me talk to them real quick, and if you need anything from me, I'll be right back.
Hell yeah.
All right.
So let me take.
Hey, we just had a little kid come in the store whose name was Anakin, and we gave him free tickets for the show.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
We obviously know where his name came from, right? It's like, oh yeah,
It was.
how did your parents come up with your name?
My name?
No.
We drew it out of a hat.
Anakin's.
Here's the display.
Oh wow.
Can we zoom in on that?
Oh, let me see. Let's bring it to solo. There we go.
So,
Can we bring that back and show again?
oh yeah.
I love that.
Dude, you're droids, man. Is that Chopper?
That's Chopper.
Yeah.
Yes, that's Chopper when he's in disguise.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
That's
gotta have the disguise. He's got an attitude when he's in his normal attire, but he's got a real attitude when he's in disguise.
Which is a
I just read too somewhere that Chopper has the highest body count of any Star Wars character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is number 1.
I guess he beats Darth Vader even.
Yes, well, you have to figure all the ships that he's destroyed, that the manpower on those ships and the body count just from each ship is really racks it up there.
I know, because Vader is blowing up tiny little rebel ships, and Chopper's blowing up entire helping blow up cruisers and Filoni. Yeah, James is calling him the Filoni droid. He really is a Filoni droid.
Yes.
Sorry about my voice, by the way. Like, I've just been talking a lot lately.
No, it's actually fun to hear your voice like this.
Yeah, I'm getting ready. Like I told you, I was getting ready to teach, and so I've been doing a lot of training, a lot of talking, and probably more than even I do for podcasting. So,
What you're gonna do, and then this is a true trick, right? You need to drink tea,
Mhm.
specific tea that has ginseng,
Honey and sugar.
lemon. Yep. Actually, honey usually is better for your throat,
Yeah. Warm it up.
and it has to be
Really
warm.
good.
Ooh, ooh, I can do that. It's still cool out, luckily.
It's supposed to get colder over here. It's supposed to get down into the 20s.
Oh, I hope it's kind of nice out by the con. Probably not.
You hoping it's wet?
I hope it's nice by the con.
It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be really nice.
I think you're being photobombed.
Rob really, he's working in the perfect store for him because he's got so much energy. He needs something to calm himself down, and his store is full of it.
Oh yeah.
Be kind of worried to see how he is without his store. So
that I know, right? Well, someone who's so high powered and full of energy, I expect someone to be selling something like that.
yeah. And so you're a teacher too, right?
I am. Yeah.
I teach also. That's how I got my start with the robots.
Really?
Yeah. I teach at the libraries. I teach Lego robotics.
Mm-hmm.
Where the kids learn to program and build with computer and robots with ultrasonic sensors and touch sensors. And it's all done at this age is 7 to 17, so it's all pictorial stuff.
Oh.
And so I figured the best representation for the kids to see what they're building and can build would be an R2.
Oh.
Since I'm a Star Wars fan too.
Right.
So that's how the first R2 of mine got put together, was for that reason.
So you do all the hardware on the robots. You do all the building, the exterior. Do you do the interior, like the wiring and the coding as well?
I do everything. Most of my droids, well, my R2 units are wood, and so they have wood frames. So I do all the woodworking for those. I order the skin from a friend of mine, and he's in Texas. Graphite Designs, and he does the skins for me because it's 3D CNC. That's like really expensive equipment. And so, and then I do 3D printing for all the designs on the outside. And then, yes, I do the wiring harness, the computer programs, hook all the Arduinos together, the LEDs. So, yeah.
I would have guessed that those were wood.
No.
Yes. Well, a lot of people are going to the big metal steel ones, but those things are so heavy and so just crazy and expensive.
Yeah.
Mine, I think any Joe on the planet could, build one of my robots.
So are they all wood, or is there ASB ones, or are they just completely wood?
So like BB-8, he is all 3D printed, every bit of him. And it's not really too hard because he's a ball basically. But the weirdest one to build was the chopper, because he's also 3D printed, but like his tires are 3D printed in rubber. His gears are 3D printed. Everything except for his wiring and his computers are 3D printed. And so that was the fun one.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. So when you say 3D printed, because when you 3D print, you can use different mediums. What's the most common one that you use?
Oh, I started off using PLA, which don't ask me what that stands for. But I found it was not wasn't standing up to temperature changes. Like going outside in the sun, it would get hot and shrink and crack on me. So I have, a couple of droids that have issues with cracking. So now I've gone to the PETG Pettage, and that one's more temperature stable through the different temperature changes. Because like going outside and then coming inside in different cons, it's really discouraging when you go outside and you go back inside and you see a big sunk in spot from the filament just sinking in on you.
Right.
I was wondering about that because I know the PLA. If you get a little too close to anything, and I'm sure you know, do you costume at all? Because I know
I don't costume. I want to, but I'm limited on which costume because I'm a bigger adult. I'm full grown.
Hey, I mean, I've seen some full-sized stormtroopers, so
Yeah.
Down to your imagination and how much effort you want to put in.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. I
mean,
have done. I've
retirement-
made some helmets for people, and so but I've done that part of it, but not costuming myself. No.
because I know that many people have found when they costume for like stormtroopers and use PLA that their armor sometimes gets a little melty.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you, James. PLA stands for polylactic acid. This common thermoplastic is easy to print, biodegradable, and inexpensive. It's mostly used for rapid prototyping, making showcase models, or educational purposes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So, and then, how many droids have you built?
How many droids have I built? Okay, my R2 that I have right now is actually number 3. I have another R2 that a good friend of mine, Alex, owns. He's going to be bringing it to the con too.
Oh, nice.
And then I made an R5 or R2Q5 from the second Death Star, black and copper R2.
Okay.
And then he was severely damaged and retired.
Oh.
And yeah. And now I have the R2 I have. I'm building another R2 for a friend of mine, Juan. He's with the 501st. And then I have Chopper, the Bad Chopper. I call him Bad Chopper. And BB-8. And I'm building another Chopper and another BB-8.
Ooh.
Plus, I have a mouse droid, what I'm going to debut at the Capitola Collecticon.
Hell yeah!
Debuting a mouse?
I'm sorry?
You're debuting a mouse droid at Capitola?
I'm debuting them, yes.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. Yeah, Rob's seen it once. I took it out for a test drive, and you want to work things out before you try and make him the center of attention. And he lost a wheel and some other stuff on his debut run. So, yeah.
I think you got a stormtrooper behind you.
Yeah, he's got his new toys, and he's like a kid in a candy factory.
This is like the base station. It just says Harry Potter on the front.
Very nice.
Pretty sure that's what the ship's going to sit on.
You might want to look at the stormtrooper that's
I see him. He's staring right at me. Look at that.
Is that your costume for the con?
What's your identification number?
What's your TK? No habla TK. No, yeah. And then not only do I teach at the library, I also teach at a place called Cruise Kids. It's at Twin Lakes Church during the summer. It's a summer program.
Mm-hmm.
Teach the Lego robotics and the creativity in Lego building.
Oh, have you seen that show where they do the Lego robotics and they compete?
No, I refuse.
Oh,
Why?
why?
Because they crush everything at the end.
Oh,
And I
really?
don't think that's right. I mean, that's wrong. I mean, I built, I don't know if you've seen my Facebook page, but I've got some giant Star Wars characters I've made out of Lego.
Mhm.
And I would just die if somebody crushed one of my creations. And so when I found out that, huh? Oh no, yeah. A fan came in and wanted to say hi.
Are we talking about the Lego show? The Lego
Yeah.
Builder show? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the bricks something.
Something like that. Yeah. I recently came upon it and I'm like, oh my goodness, that would be so much fun.
It would be fun to do it. I love one of the things I insist in my classes is the kids use their imagination.
Yeah.
And with that show that you're talking about, the imaginations are just wild.
Yeah.
Some of the creations,
Amazing.
I mean, I have to admit, I've seen pictures of the creations, but I've never watched a show. But they are rather wild.
One I saw recently was like it was a Christmas tree, and then they automated the train to go around the Christmas tree and climb up the Christmas tree. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm a purist when it comes to Lego, so I like that kind of stuff because they use nothing but the Lego parts and the Lego.
Right.
And if it's not, nothing modified and no glue. Oh my gosh, no glue.
I know.
No Craggle.
I know.
No Craggle.
Well, do you use glue when you do your Legos?
No.
Lego.
And they go on display at the library during the May 4th celebration. And every show that we've set up at, one of the characters has fallen and broke. So we're holding our fingers crossed for the next show, the next Star Wars show. And it's usually Yoda who falls. That Yoda lives through it this time.
Oh.
Yeah, not Grogu, but Yoda.
Oh, you have a little Grogu?
Oh, I do.
Yeah, I haven't built him yet. My next Lego project is going to be a Tusken Raider.
Ooh. So you just take like regular old Legos and build away and do you plan these things? How long does it take?
Well, he's what we call a master builder.
I take the little minifigures, and that'll be my model. And so I'll order from Lego and different websites bricks that I think would fit and come out to the character's design I want. And then I just start building. No instructions, just trying to. And then if it doesn't work out, I take it all apart and start again. And it usually takes about 3 months for each project.
I can't imagine how many Legos that must take.
Each one of my characters, they're about 2,500 bricks.
Wow.
And so their arms move, their head moves, like the stormtroopers, their helmets come off. And so, but yeah.
So, in fact, friend of the show, Tyler and Jim Yancey, Jim does that. So he builds a lot of things from scratch. He has like a whole raceway that he built. He's got an entire like train village that he built. It's pretty cool.
Wow. Yeah, I'll have a bunch of them at the Capitola Collecticon at my booth.
Ooh. I love that stuff. So you mentioned ordering from Lego. Do you order certain kits, or when I mean kits, I mean like you have like a certain, like you say, oh, I want like 100 yellow ones and all that stuff.
Each Lego piece has a serial number,
right?
And you can order by the serial number. And some of the websites, the serial number coincides with the color too.
Yeah.
And some of the websites, you you put in like 2x4 brick is a 3001, and then you have to scroll to see what color you want.
Right.
But yeah.
Oh, welcome, Julie. By the way, I can't see what you.
Hi, Julie.
Hi, Julie.
Hi, Julie.
How did you? James wants to know, how did you get into building droids in the first place?
Well, he told that story.
Well, but like, okay, so going back, like, was this big for you when you were like a kid? Like, did you take any certain classes or anything? Like,
No, I did not. I took auto shop, and that was it. But and art was a elective that I chose not to elect in school. No, it's just something that I discovered. You know, how it all started was I got custody of my sons, and to get closer with my sons and to bond with them, we started buying Legos, and we were playing Legos together. And my sons still to this day ask, Dad, when are you going to grow up? I said, well, you wouldn't like me if I grew up.
ever?
People always say that to me. It's like, when are you going to grow up? Like, I'm just a grown ass man that does kid stuff still. So you could go and screw yourself, right?
I know, right? Nobody grow up. Nobody.
No, building a 3D puzzle from Harry Potter. Come on, man.
Yeah. Who's Harry Potter? No, I'm kidding.
It's a property that John Williams also scored.
Ah.
Yeah, that was really.
You can always link it to Star Wars some way, right?
I actually posted that today. They were doing some sort of anniversary thing recently, because 20 years just passed when they released the movies.
Mm-hmm.
That makes me just feel so old sometimes. I can hear R2 talking in the background. That is so cute.
Yes, R2 is entertaining. Here, let me bring it to R2. He's has their little fan with him, who just took off.
Oh,
he sounds so sad.
That's adorable. It's nice because he's like the height of a kid too.
He is. And people ask me, why do you do what you do? And right outside at the door, that's why I do it. Those little smiles.
Right.
And I've actually met him, and I remember asking you about a week or so ago, because I was like, I've met him and not you. And so you want to tell me what happens if you've met R2 but you're not standing around?
I'm sorry, say that again?
How you're telling me how he can wander around by himself.
Oh yeah. There's some of the droid controllers have little tiny hand drives, thumb drives. Yeah. They can control R2 with the little thumb activations. So they walk around with their hands in their pockets, like a couple paces behind R2. So you actually don't know who is actually, operating R2. And they do that just to have fun with it all. I mean, because even sitting here at the desk at Rob's shop and driving out into the mall with R2, people are looking around. Who's controlling it? Where is he? Is this thing all on its own? And so, yeah.
I see people do that, and I'm always just like how?
Yeah. See, like my units are, I have them synced up to a PS2 controller, and so to use with the Bluetooth. And that's where I get a lot of the kids' interest too, is they see the remote controls. And they're, oh my God, you're doing a PlayStation remote with them. Yeah. And it's, that's some of the breaking of the ice for the kids.
That is really cool. So it's the same relay that you use for a video game.
I'm sorry, say that again?
it's the same relay that you use for a video game?
Yes, it's the same controller.
Basically a Bluetooth system then, right?
Yeah.
Because
was
the
looking
PlayStation runs on a Bluetooth system.
Yep.
That is
Just
cool.
PlayStation remote. Hook it up with the Bluetooth,
Mhm.
and have them program through, all the different buttons. Like different buttons do sounds, other buttons make him move forwards and sideways and turn his head.
Because Phoenix, if you didn't know this, Sony has an API specifically so that you can set up a PlayStation controller to use it like on a
Yeah.
phone or something like that. You
Yeah.
know? So-
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a PC gamer, and that's what we often use because you can use a PlayStation or a
Xbox.
Windows.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say Xbox.
Mhm.
Xbox.
So.
Yeah, that's what I prefer. In fact, well, I'm more of a keyboard player, but yeah, I've used it. We use it more on the what's it called? The old-fashioned games, like for Atari and old Mario games and such.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like the classics too. So you said that you going back to I was asking about the building earlier. Did you answer how long it kind of takes to build these?
Okay, well, R2, since I have made so many of them now, he's about 10 months.
Oh,
Takes
wow.
about 10 months, and that's 5 days a week and like 4 hours a day working on them. Chopper, he's just over a year, and I don't think he's done yet.
Whoa.
And then BB-8, he is I'm saying he's going to be about 3 months, 4 months.
Mhm.
And so, yeah.
I would say he's the smallest one.
Well, he's the fewest parts, believe it or not. He's all 3D printed, and it's well, I mean, I've got 3 3D printers going 24/7. So it's just been, like printing all the parts for the dome, the ball, and then they all get bolted together, and then the head, and then all the internals. And it's like, I'm actually quite surprised how quickly he's going.
And you use like a gyroscope, because I've been really curious how people are doing that.
It is done with, it's not exactly a gyroscope. It's the BB-8 builders have many renditions of the BB-8s and the different approved builds. And the newest one is the one I'm building. And they've actually found that he wasn't a gyroscope in the movies anymore. He's actually run on 2 axes, and a weight is like a motorcycle, makes him go left and right.
Nice.
And so there's an axle in BB-8 that spins his body in one direction, or in one straight direction. And then there's a pivot weight that's on another motor that you move left to right, which tilts him to go left or right. So there's not a gyroscope in there. It's kind of, and then there's a counterweight to where when you hit the forward, that when it leans forward, it doesn't just sit there and turn the internals. It counterbalances and makes him move.
I was wondering about that, how you keep him upright, because it doesn't seem like he should even be standing.
Yeah, no, it's done with a counterweight, because at the bottom, so that the internals are on a rod with 2 motors, and then the weights at the bottom, which keeps them, the internals, upright.
Mm-hmm.
And then just with the moving forwards, the counterweight of the weight swings it forward, which keeps his head straight up while he's driving.
Oh,
And
that's cool.
yeah,
That's
that's quite simple.
cool.
It's like you, I was thinking, God, how's this gyroscope been working? So I took one of their little BB-8s and I ripped it apart. And I'm like, wow, they're gonna this because the small ones, the little tiny ones, have the gyroscope in them.
Mhm.
And it's like, oh, okay, you know, how's this gonna work? And then find out it's way simplified. It's like I was psyching myself out for a couple of months, trying, you know, getting ready to build them. And then when I started printing everything and talking with the club, it's like, what? Wait, what? It only does this. This is not nice.
It's a lot simpler than it seemed to you.
Yes, yes. Well, I was overcomplicating it. I was, like, the gyroscope, thinking, how's this gyroscope going to work? How do I know how to balance it?
Yeah.
And the club, the BB-8 club, is like the Astromech club, but the BB-8 club's a newer club and a lot younger. And the other members are so nice. I mean, you have questions, you just send an email through the gang league site, where everybody can go on there, and you get answers, and you get honest, friendly answers, and it's really neat to see the group like that again.
Right, just like the community comes together. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and they're all 4 new members. Oh my gosh. And it's not like they're not trying to sell you something. They're just trying to, oh yeah, here, log on here, download this, start printing that. Hey, let me know if you have any problems. This is how we did it. It took, such and such times for us to not, stop screwing up before we actually got it to print good. And so, yeah.
So, do they publish the specifications out in the open?
They have group. When you join the group, it's like joining the 501st. They have their specs. They have their requirements to certify your droid. And yes, they do have blueprints. They have color blueprints. They have suggested internals like the Astromechs, which are the R2D2s and the R5s and stuff like that. Their internals, like the computers and the drive systems, that's really on your own. You figure that out on your own. But like with the BB-8s, they have, where members have gotten together and they say, here, this is what we did with ours. Here's all the parts lists. Here's all the schematics. Go for it.
Yeah.
I like that, because then it's just like, it's especially like for somebody who's newer that's trying to get into it, that doesn't really know much about it. That's like a good way to do it.
Yeah, and then there's some groups that you go to join, and it's like you have to know somebody to get into somebody to talk to somebody.
Right.
And so
I think I ran into that because I was trying to originally build a chopper about a year ago, or maybe even 2 years ago, just before I met these guys. And I was like, this is insane, trying to figure this out by yourself. It's, and then you ask questions, and some groups are a little too secretive, like, who the heck are you?
They answer you with the mystic questions.
Yeah.
And then they
to be a part of our group because I like this stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Well, I joined the Astromech.net group, which is the nationwide group. And I was looking at the map, and I'm the only R2 registered R2 within like miles of Santa Cruz. And it's so, yeah, I contacted them and said, hey, can we do some comms together? Can we, oh no, you're too far south. You start your own group down there. Oh, okay, thanks.
Oh.
And so, yeah. So
we can't help your own thing. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah. It's like you live over the hill. We're not gonna. Yeah, that's too far.
I wonder if there's anything local to me. That's kind of curious.
For there's a Sacramento Droid Builders group, which is a really nice group. They're really friendly. I know one gentleman who's in the group. And it's they're a good group up there. whenever I go to the Sacramento area, I think that's where you guys are.
We're Sacramento,
And, yeah, and whenever I go up to the cons up in that area, like the Central Garrison is great up there. The Sacramento Droid Builders, they're great up there. And so yeah, and the Wolves of Mandalore, they're great.
Oh yeah,
So,
we
yeah,
know the Wolves of Mandalore.
We know the Wolves very, very, very close.
Yeah, we love the one of the mercs. His paint job is the same colors and scheme as my black and copper chopper.
Yeah.
And they were taking selfies together, and they looked like they were made for each other. I swear. And so now my chopper on his shoulder, he has a Mandalore insignia on his shoulder.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, I had to give it to him.
He's an honorary.
We're trying to get him honorary. We're trying to get him in there, and so we'll see if it happens.
As for what are you building right now, and what's your dream project for a droid?
My dream project is
to get a lot of people to the Capitola Comic-Con.
Well, what I'm building now is I'm building an R2 unit, I'm building a chopper unit, and I'm building a BB-8 unit all at the same time.
And he's building a unit to welcome everybody to the 2022 Capitola Comic-Con.
Held on March 4th, 5th, and 6th.
The shameless plugs. I do it all the time. So I welcome them.
Yeah, I was gonna, when you introduced me, I was gonna be holding up this because you guys were holding up your sponsors.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you guys not see
Rob is sponsoring this.
Thank you again for playing my commercial tonight. I appreciate it, you guys.
Of course.
Like, I don't know if you guys noticed, but one of our sponsors is Capitola Collecticon.
Hey, we can't wait to have you guys down here set up on Media Row. It's going to be awesome.
Oh yeah, man!
I can't wait. I can't wait. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping
we're gonna have to go check out each other's booths.
Yeah, definitely.
Have R2. Have you guys have R2 down there for Chopper?
And we're going to make it possible that all the Star Wars guys are available to you guys, to the media, to do interviews.
Cool.
Yes.
Especially Don Bees with the Grant Imahara Steam Foundation.
Yes.
And Austin, because he said on his Facebook page that this is history in the making, having 5 pets in the same place at the same time. So you guys are all going to be part of history. And we heard back from a couple of cosplay groups today that they're pulling out because they don't have enough representation, but they're going to miss out on this. It's the biggest convention, Star Wars convention, north of Anaheim and south of Canada.
It's great because everybody's going to complain later on that, oh, well, you know, we should have went to that. Like,
shoulda, woulda, coulda.
You guys are making the mistake. Whatever groups are pulling out, you guys are making the mistake by not coming.
Because good luck. I told him good luck at making this happen again anytime soon.
It'll never happen again.
I don't think all fets will ever come together again.
This is going to be probably the last time.
Yeah.
And I mean, we were at Silicon this year.
Yeah.
And I didn't have as much fun as I think I'm going to have at this one. And we had a booth. We were had VIP passes and everything at Silicon, and it was like, but yeah. So.
Oh, and we got a new sponsor, Jawa Droid Sales, Tatooine's finest, and Tim Donaldson. So we've got a new sponsor here. He'll be here signing cups and all that stuff. So Tim Droid. Yeah.
Oh, I think
Jawa Droid Sales.
I think I have a new droid cup.
There you go.
Yeah, I just there's no witnesses. I just snagged me a cup.
It fell off the truck. It's okay.
It fell off the truck. Yes.
Fell off the sand crawler.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's gonna get rid of this one and get a.
It fell off the car freighter.
Yes.
Fell off the freighter.
Yeah.
James says we need a disinserting droid. Definitely.
Oh, that'd be great. Let's have a
You
droid.
need which one?
We need a disinserting droid.
Yes. Which kind do you like? The Astromechs or the
I'd full on be Astromech. I'm an Astromech guy.
you're an Astromech guy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I'm old school myself. The new ones are cool and they have all the, fun little buttons, and there's nothing better than the R2. And when you're driving it down like the mall and
Yeah.
everybody stops.
Because
I think this R2 has been through a lot.
yeah, everybody knows astromechs. Like, even if you don't know Star Wars, you know what an astromech is. So it's kind of like,
Not everybody. Do you know how many people have called my R2 BB-8? I've had to kick him.
Oh, we had somebody take call C3PO.
We had somebody today call him C3PO.
like no, wrong droid. He's not a protocol droid. Stop.
Yeah, but the number one is when they call him BB-8. But
What?
that's the newer kids. But I don't see a resemblance. Red, blue, square,
To be
round.
fair, only just in the interest of like fairness here. R2's original design was BB-8.
Yeah.
Really?
Ralph McQuarrie's original design of R2D2 was the BB-8 design, and that's why they brought him into the new Star Wars, was because when they tried to make that style of droid back then, they couldn't make the droid, and they ended up changing the design of the droid so that somebody could fit inside the droid. So that's why
I know that Kenny Baker.
Yes, the idea was to make it so that Kenny Baker could get in the R2 unit and do the acting for it, because he wouldn't have been able to be inside of the BB-8 unit, and that was originally R2 was supposed to be BB-8's design. So that's why they went into to such lengths to get BB-8 to work, because they were like, we're gonna bring that old school Ralph McQuarrie design to life.
Well, they hired Sphero to do the BB-8.
Mm-hmm.
He was the one who got the BB-8 to go. I didn't know that about the original droids. And so, have you seen the original unedited version of the original Star Wars movie, where Kenny Baker's looking out the side of the R2D2 to get air because he's so hot?
I've seen that.
I have not seen that.
Yeah, it's at the Jawa, with the crawler, where Luke and they're picking out the droids, and they're standing over by the R2Q5, and you can see Kenny Baker lift up the corner of the head, and he like holding his face to the crack to get oxygen and to cool off. And so, but they cleaned that up after they did the remasters.
That's funny. I never noticed that. Man, I wish I could get a hold of the original movies on VHS the way that I used to watch them when I was a kid.
I have 2 sets. I'll bring you one.
Oh, that'd be awesome, man.
Yeah, I have all 3 of the 3 movie box sets.
Yeah, because I had it on VHS. I don't know where it went.
Yeah, I'll bring you one at the con. I have an extra set on VHS.
The 2000s hit and all the VHSs just went poof.
Well, no, but again, I had it on VHS and I don't know where it went.
Should get it signed, Phil.
I know,
right? Which is not hard in our circles, I'm finding.
Ah.
That is really cool, by the way.
I know, it's looking really awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So, fun story about why I'm building this and not a Lego ship. And I've told the story before, but I want to tell it again.
I want to hear it.
Yeah. So for Christmas, my fiance she really wanted to get me a Lego kit to build on the stream, because that's it's primarily what we do is build Lego. And so she goes to Costco, she sees this, and she's like, "Oh, this is awesome, and it's something different, and it's Harry Potter, and it's not going to be like because I built a lot of Star Wars." She's like, "It's going to be something different that I'm sure the fans will like." So she was excited about it, and she for Christmas, Christmas morning, I go to go open up the present, and I'm still excited about it. Like when I open the box, I get really excited about this just because I was like, oh my god, this is a really cool 3D puzzle. And just jokingly, I tell her, well, not even jokingly, but like I tell her, so yeah, no, this is really cool. I'm gonna build this on the show. And she goes, well, of course you're gonna build it on the show. It's Lego. And I look at her and I'm like, that's not Lego, right? And she's like, well, what do you mean it's not Lego? I was like, look on the box. Is it anywhere does it say Lego? And she was like, oh no. And I was like, yeah, no, this is a 3D puzzle, but I mean, it's just as cool. Look how big this thing is. And it's like really cool, like a really cool Harry Potter puzzle. So I was like, well,
yeah, I need to get off soon.
Oh,
so I can give over to Rob.
But yeah, so I end up I told her last week, I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna build this ship next week, and now I'm building it, and I this thing is way cooler than I even thought it was gonna be.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
Steve, thank you so much for joining us. I know you gotta get up a little early because he's got to go live for his nightly show.
Oh, for the Collecticon show?
Yes.
Yes. Well, guys, we appreciate you guys coming on. As always, may the force be with you, but also just, I'm very happy to see you guys at Capitola Collecticon. We've been trying to push pretty hard for the show, and we're going to continue pushing because it is the lineup is amazing, and the people who are going to be there, and so far everybody that is involved with this show has been not only super cordial but just also just amazing. So I can't wait to see you guys at the show.
Yes. And Phoenix, I will get together with you, and we'll talk more about the costume contest.
Oh yes. Yeah. Go ahead and contact me. Well, maybe we get off about 8:00. So contact me about 8:00, and maybe we'll talk. Sorry.
You okay?
No. Tell Rob thank you so much, and we will be talking to you guys soon.
Okay.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot. You guys have a great night.
All right. Thank you. You too.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So, Phoenix, do we have a bracket?
I was just pulling one up.
I think we have a couple unfinished ones just because we've had a lot of interviews in the last couple of weeks.
We do. I was just about to pull that up because I did not realize we were going to lose him a little early.
That's fine.
Otherwise, how have you been? I know you and Jackie have been crazy busy.
Yeah. There's just been a lot going on. So I've just been trying to do the shows. Like I haven't even been streaming my games. I streamed earlier today because it was like, okay, well, got time and I probably should.
It's funny because I've had a couple of people go, "Is he still alive?" And I'm like, "No, me and James, we left him in the forest. I'm so sorry about that. This is a little awkward. He's still wandering and finding his way out. It's okay. He'll be back soon."
About how it works.
Let's see. I've got the comments going. What bracket? Yeah, I'm getting asked what bracket, but I'm finding the bracket because the bracket is deep buried into my collection now. How is the chat tonight? Like, you're all quiet. I see 6 people on, and there's no talking.
Yeah, guys, we need some interaction here.
Otherwise, I can't find the original bracket that I had. If you've got it, let me know. Otherwise, I might just pull up a new bracket.
That's fine. Pull up a new one. It's right there.
Yeah.
Right below you.
Yeah, No, it's not just you. It's funny because there are a couple people on.
I got to say that on stream.
What?
No, Jackie dropped peanut butter on herself, and she was like, "I need you to tell me where it's at." And I'm like, "Yeah, no, where that is, I'm not saying that on stream." It's like I'm not gonna say that on stream.
She lost the peanut butter.
Yeah, she dropped peanut butter on herself, and it was in a vocally inappropriate place.
Oh, wow. I mean,
what happens when you drop peanut butter and it's like, I don't know where this peanut butter is. Like, yeah, no.
Yeah.
And she
I mean-
couldn't find it. She was just like, I was telling her it's yeah, no, to your right. And she's like, what?
I tell people that we have a little more leeway than usual on this show.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Oh yeah, no, we do. I just
not appropriate. Hey, Tyler.
as if I'm ever appropriate with anything. Hey, Tyler, dude, we were just talking about your dad a minute ago.
Tell us some more about that Lego.
About the different kits that he makes from scratch.
I want to hear about it.
Jim is a master builder. He straight up is a master builder. Our guest earlier, he had to leave, Tyler, but our guest that was on a little bit ago, he's a master builder. He builds everything from scratch, and we were just talking about how your dad does the same thing.
Look, I don't know why some of these I don't know why some of these comments show up not there.
Yeah, I've noticed that before too. Another thing too, guys, shout out to Jim. His birthday just passed.
Happy birthday, Jim.
So happy birthday, Jim Yancey.
In fact, I have no idea. Some of these brackets are very, very odd.
Okay.
I see Bridget talking, Mike talking, stars. I'm not sure.
Stars. Oh, okay. When somebody purchases stars.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Bridget, for the purchase there.
Oh, does it just doesn't show? Yeah. We
Yeah.
can't see it on when we're directing a show. But I'm assuming you can.
No, I can't see it.
Oh, you can't see it?
No. But she just said it's stars.
Okay.
So that means when somebody buys a star, then that's probably what that is. I was wondering what that was. Like why it comes up blank like that.
Oh, okay.
Because I get a report at the end of the show that says that, oh, so and so bought this many stars.
Oh, you know what I just found, and this might be fun, and I don't know how many people would be into it, is a clone bracket. Like Captain Rex, Sergeant Ebo, Commander Colt.
That gets a little difficult because I
know.
don't know how many super fans we have that are into the clones like that.
We would be all over that.
Oh yeah. No, I'd be all over that. I'd be 100% down with that one.
You know what? Let's do a prequel trilogy versus a. Oh wait, no. So we have original trilogy versus prequel trilogy versus sequel trilogy versus animated. I think we've done this before, but not like the way that I have it set up now.
Or I mean, if we find a general bracket, something that's just like general pop culture. You know what we haven't done in a while? We haven't done any Disney ones in a while. Do we got any Disney brackets we can do?
Ooh, Disney.
Yeah.
Disney versus Pixar.
Ooh, Disney versus Pixar. I think we've done Disney versus Pixar actually.
We have. We did the Disney versus Pixar princesses.
Oh, but this one's just general movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that then. Question:
know-
does it have Encanto on it?
It doesn't.
So it's not like super new.
No, it's like Lion King, Tarzan, The Princess and the Frog, Lilo and Stitch, Brave, Toy Story, Coco. I'm just saying that right now that Bird is going to kill us all for not telling her.
When and not telling her.
Hmm.
You can drop it in the chat. Let her know. Hey, we're about to do a Disney bracket. If you want to just like listen in. Might have to get James and Jenny involved in this one because they're also big Disney nerds.
James, get Jenny. We're gonna have a little fun.
James, James, get Jenny.
Although he wants me to play trivia with you and stump you.
That's also a thing. If we do trivia, we can do that too.
Ooh, you know what? Star Wars or Disney trivia?
I would always gravitate towards Star Wars, but I might get stumped with Disney a little more. So I mean, maybe we go with Disney because that would actually give everybody a fighting chance.
All right. Kind of curious what I can find here. Okay. Ooh. All right, here we go. Chat, if you're ready to go. Tyler, bring in some Lego trivia, but nothing too crazy. I mean, if Tyler wants to send me Lego trivia, I am happy to do it. I've got a couple Disney questions here.
Do what?
Let's see. I've got a lot of Disney questions here, actually.
We could do pod decks too, though.
Ooh.
Jackie's saying, why don't we just do pod decks? Because then we can just ask whoever's in the chat.
Okay.
And that
pod decks on my computer, on my phone.
Yeah, we can. Just go ahead and pull up the pod decks account and do that. This is why Jackie's a genius.
Yeah, I mean. Oh, I still got it open too. Maybe a game of higher go lower, but Lego Kit Edition.
See, that gets a little difficult because again, like a lot of people watch the show to watch me build, but they may not know about Lego kits like that.
Oh, you know what? Let's I'm kind of curious. So I picked the movie night one to kind of go along with, the fact that we were going to talk about movies anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a question. Did you have a Blockbuster membership card? I think I know the answer to this one.
Yeah, absolutely did. And I Hollywood Video membership card.
Really?
Yeah.
I did. I had in fact, huh?
You were old enough for that?
Yeah. Just barely. Like I was becoming aware just as they were closing down. I still have mine. In fact, I have been to the one in Oregon.
Oh, in Bend?
Yes.
The last
remaining one. I wonder if it's still alive.
It is. It is.
Yeah, every time I go to Portland, you have to pass through Bend. Only allowed to rent Dora the Explorer videos, I'm sure.
Who was only allowed to rent Dora the Explorer videos?
James.
Oh, okay. That tracks.
Mm-hmm. Only allowed, or is because you want to?
I mean, it's obvious. It's because he wanted to.
My mom just told me that they had an original Blockbuster card. My dad and her went on a date and stopped there when they very first opened. No, admit it, James. You watch Dora the Explorer quite frequently. He says no, you. My neighbor and I used to go to Blockbuster every Friday night in college. I was a little younger, but yeah, I used to have memories of going with my aunt when she was babysitting me. My mom used to work the night shift at the coroner's office. And so she would be out all night, and we just rent movies at the Blockbuster. And then when I first lived in Oregon in 2005, because I went to go live with my dad during high school, I was a little rowdy at the time, and being out in the middle of nowhere was probably pretty good for me. I got sent out to Beaverton, and there's pretty much nothing in Beaverton. It's the Nike campus,
And a whole bunch of beavers.
military installation stuff, and that's it. So yeah, it's just practically rolling. I can't talk. Rolling hills in Beaverton, and power lines and nothing. And as a teenager, you're sort of like, what do I do? And there was a Blockbuster right there. I remember it closing down, and I was so upset because it was the only thing I could walk to. Bridget be like Blockbuster. It was Blockbuster and Chill. Yeah, Blockbuster and Chill, early 2000s. Oh, this is a good question. What's the last movie you've seen?
Last movie that I saw?
Mm-hmm.
Like in theaters?
Period.
Oh, period. I watched The King's Man last night.
Ooh, was it good?
It was pretty good.
Can't remember what the last movie I watched. What was the last movie I watched? Probably Encanto. I think it's a toss-up between Encanto and Spider-Man. Spider-Man. I don't tend to watch a whole lot of movies. I watch more... Oh, no, you know what? We just watched Clifford the Big Red Dog. It was adorable.
Okay.
It's funny because I had a whole room going, oh no, that's a kid's movie. And of course everybody's laughing. So it was a really cute movie. The dog is very CGI. But
because in the trailers he looks very CGI.
Yeah. But the comedy is very on point. It's a cute cast. The King's Man was bizarre, according to Jackie.
Yeah, she watched it with me last night, and just because, so it takes place, and this is not anything that you can't see in the trailer, but it takes place in like during World War II, or sorry, World War I.
Yeah.
And there are very, very bizarre scenes with like Rasputin.
Oh.
And it was funny because I was explaining to her like how Rasputin died. He's like, yeah, he was all on the same night, and this is before you get to the scene. It's kind of cool because they like, it almost makes sense if you know how Rasputin dies.
Yeah.
But I was like, he was poisoned, shot, stabbed multiple times, and then drowned.
Yeah.
And it's like, he was like super resilient, right? And the way that they did it is like, it's just like this big espionage scene. Because he was like a spy for like this dude.
So
it's like the way that they did it was just like this really over the top, like he just wouldn't die kind of thing. And I was just like, oh yeah, tracks.
Yeah. Well, because he was a little like Hitler, where he just wouldn't die. They kept making attempts on his life. They eventually had to go and make sure he was dead, right? Like good and dead.
It was a crazy movie, but it was still pretty good. It tracks as a Matthew I'm forgetting his name now, the director. But, like, it tracks as like his kind of movie.
So it is funny.
It's got some comedy to it. It's mostly like action.
Okay. So it's back to the eggsy stuff where it was just. James wants to know how many tacos.
Oh, I'd give it a solid. I'd give it a solid 7 cane swords out of 10 secret societies.
Okay, that's not a bad rating. What were the where were the letdowns to the movie? Without giving too much away.
Some of the story was a little convoluted, but I mean, like, the whole idea was like this is all pre-Kingsman.
Okay.
The agency hasn't even been founded yet. It's like, you know, what causes the agency to be found, the founding of the agency to happen. Like, why is it that they want that the Kingsmen are needed? It also kind of goes into like why they're called the Kingsmen.
Oh, that's cute. My mom wants to know: is there a secret societies bracket?
So Bilderberg and
No bones. Yeah.
Skull and Bone Society.
No, Ray. Yeah. What'd you think of Golden Pond? Because she says you watch Golden Pond too.
So we watched Golden Pond together, and that was actually really good as well. So that one is Henry Fonda, Jane Fonda, Katharine Hepburn, and it's like it's in the it takes place in and is filmed in 1981. It's like one of their later films.
Oh, okay.
And it's actually really good. It's a very good like bonding story.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a there's a lot with Henry Fonda's character, just kind of being like a angry, lonely old man, and just kind of finding his kind of like finding his love for things again. It's a cute story.
My mom says it brings tears.
Yeah, it's I mean, not sad in a, you know, like, oh, this is such a sad movie. Like, it's not like a bring you down kind of movie.
Heartwarming.
It is. Like, you kind of feel bad for the dude with some of the stuff that he does. He's also like a sarcastic prick, and I love it.
No one dies.
No, did Jackie put that? But no, yeah. She kept saying that through the whole movie. Like, yeah, but no one dies.
There's actually a website that'll warn you when a dog dies or someone dies in the movie. James says Jean-Claude Van Damme was in it, which I assume is Jean-Claude Van Damme.
He was not in Golden Pond. So you are incorrect there, sir.
Ooh, this one is interesting. Which movie do you think is way overhyped?
I
have my answer.
Sort of a difficult question. Go ahead and give us your answer.
Any movie at all that you think people obsess about. It's all the Marvel movies. You're marrying this woman? Jackie, I can never speak to you again.
Wait, what?
She says all the Marvel movies are overrated. Overhyped.
In her opinion, yes. Not really into them.
You broke my heart, Jackie.
And Jackie, she doesn't have to go to movies with me. She stopped.
But I'm heartbroken right now. I have to gather myself. No, I mean, not everyone's going to be a big fan of that stuff. She says JK. I mean, not everybody has to be a fan of superhero movies. I was not immediately a big fan of
Any movie with Loki in it?
I watched
Not a fan. If it doesn't have Loki in it, I don't want to watch it.
I watched Iron Man. So this is a funny thing. I watched Iron Man when it first came out because it was just before I went to film school that it came out. And I was not that impressed. And there were some teachers that I was researching because they were on the project that I knew had been on the film. So I was, trying to watch some of their stuff. And I'm like, I'm not that impressed. Avengers comes out and Loki was in it. I thought that the character was really quite because I'm as you know
Loki.
Yeah, well, I'm a Loki fan, but I was a comic book Loki fan. And he's evil. So I had a really hard time with this new little upstart that was whiny. Wah, I don't have the throne, and wah, I eventually fell in love with the character of Loki over time. And he became actually one of my favorite incarnations of Loki. But he had to earn it with me, and it was actually the following movie that I fell in love with Loki, not the first Loki movie. We will, Jon Favreau, know your thoughts. James says Transformers 1986 Heartbreaker. You know what is overhyped for me is I come from a lot of people that have gone to film school. And when I was in film school, the one movie that everybody would rave about constantly, you would go to a party or go to somebody's house and they'd be watching The Room. The Room.
Oh God. The thing is that it's not even that people hype that movie. The Room is one of those movies that it's so bad that it's good.
I know.
Like, I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that they actually liked The Room. It's more like people watched it to make fun of it.
I can't stand even watching that movie. I have watched it in bits and pieces and parts, but never in one full sitting. Oh yeah, we'll let Jon Favreau know your thoughts. Yeah, you know what? We'll have a thought. Well, I meet with him. I'll tell him I didn't like the way you portrayed Loki in the first place.
Technically, Favreau isn't the one that portrayed Loki in the first in any of those movies.
I was gonna say, well, he didn't portray Loki, but wasn't he responsible for the way that Loki? No.
That
the first Avengers.
That would be Joss Whedon.
It's Whedon. That's right. That's probably why I went to go see it. Because I was a gigantic Whedon fan back in the day. I'm not so much anymore.
Since it's come out that he's kind of a sexist prick.
Yeah. And it's funny is I knew that going into it because I had a film teacher early on that was female, and she actually complained about him, which didn't completely turn me off because anytime I hear someone talk about somebody else or talk about a project or anything, I take it with a grain of sand. Because I've heard about actors and such and realize that you're often working with this person for such a small snapshot of time. Maybe they hate the project. Maybe they're having a bad day. Maybe they're having a bad year. Which is why I try not to even tell people stories about when I encounter. Because you and I both know I've already encountered a couple of celebrities where I'm like, but at the same time, I try not to tell those stories because, maybe they were just having a bad day and I would never want anybody to repeat a story where I was having a bad day.
Right.
So I try not to do those, and I try to even say, I'd love to go and meet them again, work with them again, try again. Favreau directed Iron Man. Yeah. Yeah, no, I didn't care that much about Iron Man. It was okay.
Hot take.
I was still a big comic book fan at the time. And nonetheless, I was a big DC fan still. Loki, and to this day, you guys already know that Loki and Strange are my two fan favorites as far as the original Marvel. But I wasn't a huge Marvel fan when that movie came out. I was a DC fan. I was all over Superman and Wonder Woman. Let's see. If someone made a movie about your life, who would play you? I'm interested to see this one.
Who would play me? Who would play me? I wonder. You know who would play me? Ryan Reynolds in a fat suit.
Oh, you guys said it at the same time too.
Who said Ryan Reynolds? James? Like, who would play me? Ryan Reynolds in a fat suit. That's who would play me.
I'm trying to remember her name.
And we all know that Ryan Reynolds has already played characters in fat suits, so
He has. Hey, Ryan Reynolds played Bert Kreischer.
Ryan Reynolds playing Bert Kreischer, sure.
He says he already has.
What? And what?
Mhm. Oh, Kat Dennings would play me, I think. I could see Kat Dennings doing it.
Oh, wait a minute.
I liked her in Two Broke Girls.
The deck is getting kind of hard to do.
Van Wilder stories about Bert Kreischer.
Wait, Van Wilder's about Bert Kreischer?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think Bert Kreischer was a comedian at that point yet.
Oh, we could do a Hollywood hunks bracket. Let's see. You know who I would just fill it with sexy British men.
Specifically, I know one actor that would be on every bracket for her.
I think we even started that bracket in the Distance Learning chat. I was talking about how England has an excellent export of sexy British men.
Sure.
And you and Thick chimed in with a couple other sexy British men. Clark Gable and Gene Kelly.
That's I know that's Jackie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Her heartthrobs don't exist anymore.
They're dead. You should at least have, my mom says, Jason Momoa. Yeah, he would be on the list. He was voted the biggest party animal by Rolling Stone while he was in college at Florida State. Who?
Who? Momoa?
Momoa? Who was voted the biggest party animal by Rolling Stones while he was in college at Florida State?
Yeah, probably Bert Kreischer.
Adam Driver. Yes.
Oh God, is that Jackie? That is Jackie.
Yes. Jackie and I are gonna fight over Adam Driver. Oh, Bert. Oh yeah, he did play Bert Kreischer.
And what?
The Van Wilder story.
So that is supposed to be about Bert Kreischer?
I assume so.
When was Bert Kreischer that?
Are you okay there?
This part, just because it's cardboard, so like the tab is like bending when I'm trying to put it in.
I'm not touching that one. Let me see. Someone.
Damn it.
Ooh, Jackie, you'll like this one. What's your top 3 90s movies?
90s is not her thing. You have to go back to the 40s.
No. All
Yeah,
right, what's your
1923 when, like, you know, it's the only time Jackie likes any kind of media.
I like Top Hat from that era. Singing in the Rain.
Singing in the Rain is one of her joints.
It's racist as hell, but I love Gone with the Wind. I think I'm not saying for content it's a good movie, but as far as the filmography of its time, it was ahead of its time. They still use Gone with the Wind as a good example of how we can suddenly jump in technology.
Got it. Took forever, but I got it.
Oh boy, that's beautiful. It's a little uneven, but I'm sure it'll fix itself out.
What do you mean? Where is it uneven?
The bottom.
Oh, that it's meant to be that way.
Okay.
Yeah, the piece that's there is like significantly protruding more.
Did you just say that Adam Driver is not a manly man? Because he is a Marine.
I'm gonna throw it out. He's a Marine doesn't mean that he's a manly man.
Oh. Uh-oh. Them fighting words.
I'm just saying. Marines spend a lot of time on boats with other dudes.
Long, hard, and full of semen.
I'm sorry. That's very that is very insensitive of me. I apologize. Adam Driver can like anything that he likes, that he wants to like. He's
wow.
Enjoy anything that he wants to like.
I sense a little
including other elephants.
Well, I mean, you would probably say that he's a crayon eater anyway, so
I mean, I wouldn't say that he's a crayon eater. I'm just pointing out that he's a crayon eater.
Did make a good meme with Daniel Radcliffe. Did he?
Got to remember, their favorite meal downrange is the red one.
Oh boy. Uh-oh.
My favorite flavor is red.
Uh-oh. Gosh, I wish Double A was here. Adam Driver did make a good meme with Daniel Radcliffe. Daniel Radcliffe has been everywhere lately.
He made a good meme with what? With his nose?
Good meme with Daniel Radcliffe. I don't know
what
you mean.
Adam Driver made a good meme with his nose. For those of you that don't know, it's huge.
Uh-oh. There's a little interbranch thing going on here. Don't mince words, Phil. Tell them how it is. No. He's awesome.
He's a Marine. He eats crayons on a regular basis,
Yeah.
and he has very, very large ears. I'm sure that when he was in the Marine Corps, they used it as a satellite relay.
Well, I mean, you know what they say about big guys.
Big ears that they can hear a lot of shit.
Uh-huh. Jackie says, I bet it is. I bet it's huge.
Bet his ears are huge. We know that.
I'm just saying. Oh boy.
Yeah, we know this already. His ears are gigantic.
Clark Gable apparently had big ears too, according to Jackie. My mom says, your grandpa was Army, go Army. Okay, fine. I suppose I have to. Yeah, the one where they're
everybody, you know, like you and Jack are into Adam Driver for some reason, and it's like I'm 100% behind. Like, hey, whoever you think is attractive, whatever, right? But Adam Driver, just like I will admit if a dude is attractive. Adam Driver has potential if he got a freaking nose job and he got his ears reduced. Because other than that, he looks like he woos elephants.
Oh, he's Ben Swallow.
And
I mean, yeah.
what does your rippling pectorals have to do with your big ass nose and ears?
That's all I need. That's all you need.
Like, oh yeah. I mean, and the thing is that it's when people say, "Oh, he's hot." Like no. If you're saying that he has a great body and he needs a paper bag, yeah, I'll admit that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, uh-oh.
He looks like the caricature that somebody draws after. You know, when you go to Pier 39 and they draw the caricatures of people.
Oh no!
Right? The big ass nose and the big ass ears. That's what he looks like.
Oh no! I mean, I thought that he was kind of cute. He's kind of cute with the long hair. Every time they cut it short, it is kind of noticeable. I guess they cut they hide the I can't even. Tyler,
yeah, Dumbo ears, flop flop.
Oh.
He gets it.
Phil's got ear envy.
He gets it. He understands. He gets it.
James says Phil's got ear envy.
Yeah, because I want ears that big. That's God, yes. I want to be a human satellite. That's what I want.
He's got that ear energy. Yeah, James, exactly.
That big ear energy. Oh, you got BEE.
Big ear energy.
Big ear energy.
I'm just saying. Guys with I'm
sure it's pleasurable to get banged by a dude's nose. That's just
as a girl, I'm not touching that one. Solar panel strapped to the side.
like as a woman, yes, noses.
Just walk into. We're talking about how hot Adam Driver is, and
Adam Driver's giant ass nose is, and yeah.
I brought up.
Aaron, what they're trying to do is they're trying to convince me that Adam Driver is hot, and I'm trying to tell them that dudes who can seduce elephants aren't that hot.
Yeah, we just want a sensitive guy. That's all. With a big light stick.
With a big light stick. I mean, if you really want to get fair about that argument right there, his light stick didn't really work that well.
Ears are for tickling the James gets it. I can't even anymore.
Do you use the dark side to like your nose in somebody's?
Oh boy. If I had ears that big, I would have free flyer miles, according to Tyler.
I would have frequent flyer miles. Yes.
Ben Swallow does have oddly facial features. It started, Aaron, by me mentioning that he was a Marine, and it was on.
Oh yeah, they were like, well, I mean, he's hot because he's a Marine. I was like, yeah, okay, let's swat this one down real quick here.
My mother says I'm surprised that I'm alarmed that James gets this. I mean, James gets it, apparently.
James gets it because he's also attracted to people apparently with giant noses. And what's funny is Jenny doesn't have a giant nose.
Jackie's surprised at James's potty mouth.
James has been getting dirtier and dirtier, and I believe that is 90% my fault.
We've been rubbing off on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, his saber sucked.
I am a terrible person. Yeah, and that's Aaron. So they were talking about how like, oh, that's Henry Gomez. Yes.
Yes.
He agrees. You know?
Well, I mean, he's a Solo. He's not a Skywalker. Skywalkers get their hands cut off. Solos don't.
Yeah, imagine if he got his thing turned off.
Uh-oh.
How upset you guys would be. Ben lost his thingy.
Adam Driver's like 3 freckles away from being the live version of the Mad Max character. Mad Magazine character.
Oh my god,
Oh,
100%
no.
true. Oh,
Oh,
who said that one?
no.
Who said that one?
James. He is the Skywalker half. So, I mean, he would only get his fingers cut off. What's the point of that? Poor Adam Driver. Oh, come on.
I love him so much.
His saber sucked. I'm sure he was gonna. Yeah. I mean, he's got a cool lightsaber and it's cross-sabered and everything. It's special.
Just like him. I mean,
Jackie,
it's not my fault you keep walking into the joke. I'm just...
Jackie, help me out here.
Like, Adam Driver is so hot. Adam Driver is not... I would admit that he is a good-looking dude if he was a good-looking dude.
I mean, he's interesting. I think his voice is very sexy. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Jackie says, leave Adam Driver alone. Uh-oh.
Is that like the Leave Britney Alone meme? Like, leave Britney alone!
Uh-oh. We're going to call you Butter because you're on a roll.
Ben Halfhand.
Ooh, I'm interested in this one. How creative do you get to sneak your own snacks into the movie theater?
Oh, I remember when I was younger, me and my cousin pre-popped popcorn and put it in her purse.
What happened to it?
It came out of her purse and we had popcorn that we didn't have to pay for.
Was it all gross?
No, it's delicious. And me and Jackie in the past have gone to like, no, I don't think I've done this with her, or maybe we have, but I know when I was in the Army, me and my buddy used to go to the dollar store and get a shit ton of candy. But we didn't have to go and like buy anything.
when I was with an ex, we did this thing where you know how you can get Tupperware and it's a big bowl and you can put a top on it. So we were going to be in the movie theater for 4 hours waiting for the movie to start. We did it's called The Hobbit, and because they were doing this thing where you had to wait outside, and we were gonna do they had parties and stuff where you had to wait, and so we were doing cards and stuff. But the little trick we did was the bowl that had a top on it, we put it underneath my sweatshirt and it looked like I was pregnant. It was really kind of funny. Anytime my friends wanted something, I just got it out of the little bowl. Like we stuck all the popcorn and candy and all sorts of stuff inside that bowl.
There you go.
It worked.
It absolutely did. And it was a good plan.
I don't sneak snacks. I like the overpriced snacks. It's part of the experience.
I don't.
James says,
And she, I mean, now I get the overpriced snacks because I just want the snacks while I'm there, and it's a convenience thing, and you know.
when you're young though.
I mean, I wouldn't mind doing that. I just a lot of times, especially now, I haven't been like, oh, I'm planning on going to the movies. It's like I'm just gonna go to the movies tonight.
In Richmond, we used to sneak in McDonald's. We used to do that all the time. When I was in Oregon, I used to wear gigantic coats all the time because it'd be snowing outside.
Oh, Jackie, we have done that together. I remember doing that. We went and got a McChicken and a McDouble each.
Oh,
I remember that. Like that, I specifically remember because I was like, I've never snuck in McDonald's to a movie theater before.
my mom says I go and buy theater popcorn without seeing the film. It's part of my Arden Arena run. She does do that. She drives me crazy. She doesn't sneak snacks in. She goes and gets snacks from the movie theater and leaves with them without seeing a movie.
One of my buddies used to do that. He used to get because movie theater popcorn is movie theater popcorn, right? Like there's nothing like movie theater popcorn. So my buddy would go to the movie theater just to get popcorn.
I don't get it. That's just me. I'm not a huge popcorn fan.
I love me some popcorn. Popping corn is one of my favorite snacks in general.
They're a theater in Brentwood. My friend used to get movie theater popcorn and not see the movie. I did used to do something similar where they had around Christmas time they would do the sweet popcorn. They would turn it colors like red and green and like put sugar on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to go and buy it every once in a while.
They really should have made these poppers like this the cardboard popper thing that it comes with.
Mm-hmm.
It really should have made this out of plastic.
You seem more preoccupied with like getting it out than actually getting it, building it.
But that's because I have to get those off so that I can line up all the holes. And it comes with like 3 of these poppers, but like 2 of them are already worn out. And if I go for the third one now, then I'm not gonna be able to get this thing put together.
James and Aaron are talking about getting together and doing like Doctor Strange this year. In fact, we should probably contact our people again.
I don't know. I feel like they're not gonna rent us out of theater, and if they do, it's gonna be way more expensive than it was. Now that
Maybe.
we're actually able to go to theaters again.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's worth it to try at least.
This is how I'm gonna do this. Just rip that and use a corner.
Even did it to support Tower Theater during the pandemic when things were closed.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about Tower Theater. Movie theater kettle corn just hits different for sure. It's good. I don't mind kettle corn.
Kettle corn. Kettle corn, little kettle corn, I'll be fine. Kettle corn.
Jackie's friend liked the unlimited butter. And it's funny because I don't like butter, and my mom even says, I'm not sure you weren't switched at birth.
What is wrong with you?
I don't like butter. I don't like salt. I don't like butter. More butter, the better. Yeah, I don't get people who like salt and butter. Everybody's agreeing in the chat. Who's seen Jackass? I've been wanting to see it. I have not seen Jackass yet.
I've been wanting to see that too.
It's funny because they're talking about how old everybody is now.
Oh, Johnny Knoxville. They have a joke in the trailer where they talk about how Johnny Knoxville is like one concussion away from a vegetable.
Probably is.
I mean, he was in WrestleMania. Or not WrestleMania, sorry. He was in the Royal Rumble. He just showed up and started wrestling.
Is there a movie you always watch over the holidays?
Lately it's been Gaslight.
Gaslight?
Mm-hmm.
Depends on what holiday. During Christmas, well, during Halloween time, I always watch Practical Magic. In fact, on Halloween, I always watch Practical Magic. Let's see. During Christmas, there's a whole host of them, but I love Charlie Brown. He was on Late Night Show.
You blockhead, Charlie Brown.
He was on Late Night Show. They said he looked like Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
I heard that Jamie Lee Curtis. Oh, It's a Wonderful Life. Yeah, It's a Wonderful Life. We watch a lot of black and whites that have nothing to do with Christmas.
Like, I enjoy the movies that Jackie has me watch over the holidays because, I mean, they're always good movies.
I'm praying to kick this cough before the con. And I've been testing negative over and over for the COVID, so
For the vid.
They're saying it's probably good old cold because people are now, taking their masks off, not washing their hands as much, which they really should. And I've been talking a lot, so but yeah, I was actually just joking with a friend last night that I have what was it that I called it? Schrodinger's COVID, where I don't actually have COVID, but at the same time,
Schrodinger's cat works.
It's Schrodinger's COVID. I sound like I've got COVID, but I don't have COVID, so technically I have COVID and don't have COVID at the same time. George, ringing those bells. The Batman, Jurassic World Dominion, The Flash, Black Adam, Thor Love and Thunder, Top Gun, Doctor Strange, Fantastic Beasts, Morbius, and Firestarter. I'm interested in the Morbius one. Thor Love and Thunder. Oh, I just read an article about that last night. I know it's an old news, but how they're going to do another Loki play in Thor Love and Thunder. And what's his name is going to reprise the role, Matt Damon as Loki.
Yeah.
which makes him a Loki variant if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Night of the Hunter with Robert Mitchum is a good Halloween movie. Yeah. You know, what's funny is I love the old black and white movies like The Mummy, The Invisible Man. My great grandfather was actually in The Invisible Man, the original one.
Really?
Yeah. As they're panning over, yeah, Henry Gomez. They're saying that they're going to do another Loki play, and this time they're just going to catch everybody up. What happened before? Which means that not everybody died, I guess, on that ship.
Well, yeah. I mean, that was kind of the point in New Asgard, was showing that not everybody died.
Yeah. They don't exactly explain what happened to everyone then and how because it kind of they show Thor floating around in space, and in Loki they kind of
Well, no, half
insinuate.
the ship was evacuated before everything. They explained that.
Okay, I guess I missed that part. So Loki and Thor just stayed put. They didn't evacuate their people. Let's go to New Asgard, Norway, to see the new movie. Yeah, I mean, I completely agree.
What the hell? I'm so confused. There's a piece that it's telling me to put on here, but it's not numbered and it doesn't look like it's.
Did you drop a piece?
Oh, I see it right here. It's numbered on here, but it's not numbered in. Oh, never mind. Found it. Okay.
We're getting on the disconcerting jet, apparently, and going to Norway.
Are any of the Norwegians here? We have to make sure they know that we are coming to Norway, so they can prepare the way for us.
Excellent. And Home says I'm there. I want to go to Norway. That sounds beautiful.
All right. The time has gotten away from me, so this last little bit is going to be my last piece here.
It's probably
when you're building a boat.
Did you lose James's Funko glasses?
They're somewhere in this office.
The Norwegian in me is interested. I want to go to Norway. I mean, go find King Thor. No, actually, what's her name? Is the Queen, King, whatever?
Valkyrie.
That's kind of why I'm here, I suppose.
Yeah. Pretty good, actually.
That's not bad.
Because I didn't realize that it is pretty much time for me to end the show.
How much you have left? Like, is it a full show or?
No, it's at least it's definitely another full show here.
Okay. So next week, before we sign off, we're gonna have Alan Fernandez on the show.
Ooh, Alan's actually gonna be on the show?
Yes.
Oh, I'm excited for that. I'm super excited for that. I've been wanting Alan Fernandez on the show for a while.
He agreed finally, and I'm so excited to have him.
I know he's busy, so I mean that's been the thing with that.
He will be at Capitola Comic Con, which so he sort of fits into our having people that are coming to Capitola Comic Con, because we're just gonna be going full on fanning out on Capitola right until we go. So yeah, Alan will be there. For those of you who don't know who he is one of the original Tusken Raiders. And I want to say Sand People, Tusken Raiders. And he was a handler. So he'll tell you a little bit more about that next week.
He specifically was a Adam Driver handler.
Uh-oh.
He's the one that handled Adam Driver on set.
Is this going to be a Padme thing?
Oh, definitely going to be the new Padme thing. You ruined my shit. I'm ruining your entire love of.
It's going to be a very long con.
Adam Driver.
We're just
Adam
gonna.
Driver has a fuck. He has elephant syndrome on his face. Adam Driver is not. He is not. See, here's the thing. If he was a hot dude, I'd admit it 100%. He's not.
He is. He's no. Oh, I mean, he does good stuff.
Adam Driver is hot. Adam Driver is hot. Adam Driver is hot. Adam Driver is hot.
You're gonna have to deal with Jackie. That's not me.
Adam Driver is not hot. He's not. He's
get him, Jackie. It is, in fact, 8:01. Are you still putting pieces on?
I'm finishing up this last piece.
Okay.
This last part of the instruction, and then once I'm done with this, we're done for the night.
So,
who else agrees? Aside from apparently the two women who enjoy dudes with large noses and giant ears. Does anybody else in the chat think that Adam Driver is hot? Gentlemen, I will not judge your masculinity in any way. I'm pretty sure we're all pretty comfortable in our sexuality to admit whether a dude is hot or not.
I probably have a better chance with Tom Hiddleston than I do with Adam Driver. So
Tom Hiddleston, I'll give you that. Tom Hiddleston is a good-looking dude.
Oh, Julie agrees that Adam Driver.
Julie, you think Adam Driver's hot too?
Yeah.
Your mom just disappointed the hell out of me right now, Jack. And I know your mom doesn't disappoint me very often. I am completely disappointed by that. Matter of fact, the name of this episode is going to be Adam Driver is not hot.
Oh
no, wait.
Tyler.
No, wait. We don't name these episodes. Never mind.
We don't name these episodes. Thank God. Remember she gave.
I'm bringing this back up on Wednesday just so we can name it Adam Driver's not hot.
Yeah, James wants to remind you.
I know what I have to do. I'm not sure that I can do it. I have to get rhinoplasty.
A man. I can't. I'm gonna get in trouble.
A man is allowed to have a giant schnoz.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fine and dandy. It doesn't mean he's hot.
Well, I mean, I like James's point about ears that could tickle the thighs.
Ears that what now?
Tickle the thighs.
His ears tickle the thighs. That is a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, you guys are all having fun and whatnot, and then all of a sudden his ears are touching your ankle.
You have a right to your opinion, no matter how wrong it is.
No, there's no opinion behind his ears touching your ankle.
But
that's just a scientific fact.
It's James that said it, and not ankles. If he's at your ankles, he's in the wrong.
No. You're not understanding what I mean when I say that his that his ears are touching your ankles.
Because you're big.
Yes. He's in the right place. His ears are just touching the bottom of your feet. Is all it is.
Hmm.
I mean, I guess that's cool if you got a foot fetish.
Julie says you have the right to your opinion, no matter how wrong it is.
Not an opinion. It's just stone cold facts.
Michael says he's a great entertainer. He is. In fact, I keep wanting to see his latest movie.
What's his latest one?
The last.
Oh yes, I want to watch that movie actually. Yeah. Just because it looks really good. That's also Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, and Ben Affleck and Matt Damon actually have writing credits on that movie.
I remember that, and I know that they're in the movie too, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his face? The director. Is that James? That's not James Cameron. It's another. Ridley Scott. Ridley Scott. Ridley Scott's been complaining that the reason that movie didn't do well in theaters was because Marvel.
Oh yeah. He's saying that only Marvel will get movies from now on in theaters.
But he's pissed about it though. It's not like he's saying like, "Oh yeah, they do well and their movies are good." He's complaining and saying that, well, people aren't going to movies because it's not Marvel, and it's like that's not what's happening at all.
No.
You know, just there wasn't that much interest drummed up in the movie, and they're honestly, the problem that I see on that end is that there just wasn't very much promotion done for it. Which that's where there was a travesty in that movie.
Not to mention, and I found working in history, because my academic background is in history, that it's a niche thing, right? If you say, oh, it's a historical film, there's going to be some people that go, ew.
I mean,
and that's okay.
Be interested in that. You know, a movie I missed that I was upset came out and didn't realize it came out was The Green Knight, which is another movie that didn't do very well, but I was very interested in watching that movie.
My mom says, Michael, I'll give you that. Yeah, I mean, I'm interested. Apparently Adam Driver was in a really weird movie recently where there was like some baby or something. I don't know.
Somebody like worshiping his ears. Oh, was he in the new live action remake of Dumbo?
No.
As
no, he wasn't. Oh, I'm gonna find one. I'll find one.
Find what? A nude of Adam Driver?
I might. You never know.
You have a right to whatever you want to see.
I don't think there really is. You know, he's really good at staying out of trouble.
He's a Marine. They exist somewhere.
Oh, probably. You think so? That weird movie, Star Wars. No, that was a good movie. I liked it. Leave my Kylo alone.
I know what I have to do, but I'm not sure I have the strength to do it.
There has been rumors of them bringing back Ben Solo, which I've been waiting for.
Ben Solo?
Filoni better keep his promise.
Look at that. It's got a rudder now. Oh, you can't see it there. It's got a rudder now.
Ooh, wow.
All right, I think that this is where I'm going to leave it for the week here.
Okay.
I'm just double checking and making sure. There's a possibility this might go 3 weeks because there's a lot of detail on the mask.
I was going to say, it looks so finished already, but probably not.
Yeah, there's a lot that this ship has. So I'm on step number 8 right now.
Mm-hmm.
I go all the way to the back of the book here. There are 29 steps.
Wow. Greg Hicks says, sorry, couldn't be on tonight. It's a crazy week with family in town. We missed you, bud.
Yeah, we still miss you, buddy. Hope all is going well, man.
You didn't miss much, except for Adam Driver.
An entire episode bashing on Adam Driver.
I'm not bashing on Adam Driver.
Well, and there's two, I mean, technically three, but two women swooning over the dude with the giant fucking schnoz and ears that could, basically set him into orbit. Okay.
Jim Boy's tacos are good. What? And I missed it? Yeah. Greg, tell me, is Adam Driver hot? And not to insult your manhood or anything. We won't judge.
And again, I stated from the beginning, we are comfortable enough in our sexuality to admit whether Adam Driver is hot or not. A man that resembles an anteater on a regular basis, just on his regular day, is not a hot dude. I don't care how swole your chest is. When you look like you can throw peanuts at people with just your nose.
Yeah. See, Greg, see what I had to deal with when you're gone? Oh.
He does. Yes. And for some reason, the plastic surgeon didn't know that you were supposed to scale the nose down.
He's got a good company, though. He does. I highly support it. He does a company that takes soldiers that are coming back with PTSD and helps them with integrating back into society using theater.
So you guys are making it seem like because I don't think he's an attractive dude, that I'm talking shit about that I'm talking shit about his acting ability.
Yeah.
No, he's a great actor. He is a great person in general because of the things that he does. What I'm saying is, just because you're a good dude doesn't mean that you are a physically attractive guy.
James thinks he's got a nice ass.
Are you saying that he has Dantooine's ass?
Dantooine ass?
Well, because like America's ass.
Oh yeah, Tatooine's ass.
America's ass. Like, are we saying that he has Dantooine's ass? I mean, his mom's from Alderaan. His dad's from
Corellia.
So is he Corellia's ass?
He's Corellia's ass.
Yeah. All right. That's it. I'm over here just keeping people at this point. Yeah, and that's what I'm admitting. I'm saying that Bridget said Driver is a good guy. I never said he was a bad guy. I said he's an unattractive dude. That does not mean that he is a bad person. He's a good dude. He's a great actor. I've yet to see him in something that he wasn't good in. He's really good at creating his characters and everything, right? He's a crayon eating fucking shovel face, and that's just what it is.
Greg says.
Anyways, guys, we will return next week to finish the Durmstrang, and it's turning out to be way more awesome than I thought it was going to be. Like, I already thought it was going to be cool, and it's like 10 times cooler as the ship that it is right now. Next week we will continue the Durmstrang. We have Alan Fernandez coming on next week. Correct?
Yes.
All right. So Alan Fernandez is going to be in our atmospheric area of places. And on top of that, You're gonna have us back again, maybe some Greg action, depending on where he's at. I don't know what else. What else do we got to do? Any other plugs that we got to do on the Capitola Collecticon? Hello, March 4th, 5th, and 6th. You guys need to be there. Why? Because we're gonna be there. Why wouldn't you want to come by and see us? But on top of that, I mean, there's gonna be droids, not walking, driving around. There we go.
Rolling. Yeah.
Rolling. You know, they see me rolling, they're hating. Just like I'm hating on Adam Driver. And we're gonna have all of that awesomeness. We're gonna have 5 Boba Fett's there. I mean, come on, Sons of Anarchy is gonna be there. Boo. You know, Mike Wazowski, that chick is gonna be there. So, you know, all the fun. Kitty. I wonder if I should get like a Mike Wazowski or not a Mike Wazowski, a Sully onesie and go as Sully, like Deadpool as Sully.
That would be awesome.
That would be adorable. So we got that going on and everything like that. Now, Phoenix, any additional pluggables that you have? Anything that we need to plug or your own plugs?
Actually, Kyber Cave asked me to mention that they're still doing giveaways. So they're our sister show. Hi, Kyber Cave, by the way. They're doing giveaways for lightsabers. So if you want to play with a lightsaber and win one, go and they just gave away one. So, and also congratulations to whoever won it. I don't know who won it, but so Kyrie Cave asked us to mention that, and I'm pretty much on social media. Come and find me. As always, Distance Nerding.
There we go. Are we getting paid for this ad? Probably not.
No.
Coming back to me, ladies and gentlemen, I am your boy, Young Phil. This is Distance Nerding. We are on the build. Always remember on Wednesdays, starting at between 7 or 7:30, depending on when James gets to my house. We do a show on Wednesdays called The Download, where we bring you the news and we bring you the rumors and we bring you the reviews and the stuff, and it's fun. And be there or be horribly mangled in a lightsaber accident. If outside of that, catch me on game streams. I'm going to try and stream more if I can, guys. I know I've been neglecting my game streams, but I'll be back on that. And you can find us on any social media that exists. So, of course, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook groups, Facebook Live, Facebook fans thing. You can find us on on YouTube, on I said Twitch already. Of course, OnlyFans. You can find us on Pornhub. No, you can't find us on Pornhub. That's a lie. But either way.
How did you know?
You said you should have you looked?
I said, how did you know?
Oh, I thought you said I should know. Is that have you looked for us? That's weird. Okay. Anyways, guys, we will catch you on Wednesday night. And it is time for the dance party. So I'm going to pop myself out here. I'm going to turn this down. We're going to turn this all the way up. Let's go. Where we going? Where we going? Is it me? Is it Phoenix? Is it me? Is it Phoenix? There we go. Unipuppy with the Young Phil on the
Make plans now for this year's Capitola Collecticon, March 4th through 6th. Star Wars Sunday at Capitola Collecticon happening March 6th. Come meet the original Mandalorian and Boba Fett cast members. For general admission or VIP passes, visit CapitolaCollecticon.com.